Hey guys, you're now listening to a flashback episode. Classic shows now with an all new restored audio. Our older seasons of the show were pretty rough in the early days, so we're glad to bring them back to you clearer than ever. Be sure to rate and review on your fave podcast stores. Now let's get into some nostalgia.
Introducing the new mini album, Saint Remixed. 7 new remixes and 7 new visualizers. Featuring classic standout tracks and unheard vocals from Saint, reimagined into new electro mixes including dubstep, trap, and more. Buy or stream now from all major music stores worldwide including Beatport, iTunes, Apple Music, and Spotify now. Don't forget to watch Saint's CGI music video for the new remix Single Time, out now on Vivo.
This episode originally aired on May 24th, 2022.
Welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored. I am Saint.
And I'm Moe Vader.
How are you doing this week, Moe Vader?
Well, you know, it's been a challenging week, but I can't complain.
Yeah, I haven't got the monkeypox yet, but I mean, hey.
You know what? They need to leave my people alone. On behalf of the Pan-African continent, please, just leave us alone. There's too much going on all over the place. Please.
It's too much.
Ebola popped around recently.
Yeah.
Then obviously the C word that I'm not going to say. So
yeah, there's no point even saying it no more. Not going to do it no more.
No, please just leave us alone. We got some issues we're dealing with.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
A bit of grace.
But welcome back, guys. We are here for, I think this is episode 3 of season 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I mean, I hope so.
Yes. I mean, the mics seem to be working fine this week.
Do you know what? I had my tit hanging on the sound card last week. I was all over the place. It was...
See, accountability. That's what we love around here. But anyway, we're going to start off getting into the hot topics portion of the show. As usual, we love our own messy lives, but why not dive into someone else's once in a while? So we're going to dip into the randomized hot topic meter. There it is. It's going.
Now for the hottest topics.
Let's see what the first one is.
Excuse me if I'm slow. I'm not actually using my strong hand. Okay. I have Rust movie, Alex Balwin.
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
I've got no idea. I haven't heard his name in donkeys. Didn't he abuse and assault one of his kids?
Yeah, we did it on the show. Yeah, we played the phone call on the show. I don't know, season 2 maybe.
He was like, you fucking cud.
I know.
You ungrateful bastard.
For 10 minutes or something. I only put a little bit in, but it went on for time. But yeah, so basically what happened, because we haven't spoken about this clearly, they were filming a film called Rust. Alec Baldwin, probably a few other famous people, but I don't know if it was an independent film. Anyway, there's a scene where Alec Baldwin's character shoots another character. So he's got on set one day, he shot the gun, he shot out a real bullet. He's killed the assistant director.
That is the show that it happened on.
Yeah,
and he didn't get prosecuted.
It's still happening.
Oh, are they prosecuting him?
Yeah, it's dragged on. This has been a year, I think, now. I swear it's a year.
Well,
correct me if I'm wrong, people.
In an ironic twist of events. I mean, unfortunately, my condolences to the family and
it's crazy.
The friends,
because it injured other people too. Apparently, somehow it went through. I think the bullet went through her, killed her, and then hit someone else, maybe in the shoulder or something. Then a fragment is hit someone else, something. It just was popped off hard. And the thing that come up was he was saying, obviously, I didn't know. The armourer on the set says that they were all blanks. They have no idea how that would have happened.
Yeah.
But then it came out the armourer had some issues in their last job or something, some health and safety. But she's lawyered up And I think it was a situation where she's like, don't pin this shit on me, because like the whole of the world's media is now coming for me. And Alec Baldwin's just weird about it, as usual, his usual weird self. He's the one married to that woman who pretends she's Spanish when she's a white woman from Connecticut, whose family went over to America on the Mayflower, literally like that white.
Oh.
And she speaks like Sofia Vergara, like, and pretending she was on the cover of Latina magazine. I think we did that season 1. I think we spoke about them.
Nah, Alec Baldwin. Okay. I mean, for the trial to take over a year.
I don't think there's been a trial yet.
So there hasn't been a trial, so it's accidental death and that's it.
That's the thing.
Okay,
he weren't arrested.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like investigation after investigation. Someone died.
Somebody died?
Obviously, like, I'm sure everyone's considering it. Like, I think the last time this happened was Bruce Lee's son was shot, Brandon Lee.
You know what this is?
What?
This is white on white crime.
This is white on white crime.
That's why the whole process is a bit suspicious.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Someone should be in jail. And someone's phone should be on.
Somebody should have their shit on you.
Somebody should have their shit on you in the motherfucking building. But yeah, like, how is he like walking around doing weird interviews and like doing crimey river type things? And body language experts are like on their asses these days on YouTube, so they're pulling him apart and like, this motherfucker's lying about something.
You know, when it's white on white crime, when the perpetrator and the victim are white, it cancels out the privilege so much that it's like. But I can say that as long as you are breathing and alive, and you know you're in the world of the living, it's a world of opportunities out there.
That's true. I mean, yeah. Last time I heard of it, I don't know. I mean, I should look, but I almost don't care. I think something weird happened. I don't trust none of the Hollywood folk at all. I think they're all end up in some weird shit, and I don't think like we're ever gonna know. I don't know. I don't see him going to jail.
Yo, there's a whole full interview of Alec Baldwin in the police thing. I haven't seen this, you know. I'm gonna watch it.
I've not seen it either, but
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah. Doctor Strange. Pedos.
Ooh.
Pedos.
What? Doctor Strange is a pedo, or
so apparently
is the whole cast like?
Apparently, in Doctor Strange, I have seen it, but I'm not going to say how, and it weren't the best copy. So, I did pay attention. I'm gonna wait for the HD shit, but apparently, like, this woman who apparently has a big part in it. I don't remember her face, but I mean, yeah, she and her husband are convicted on like child sexual assault charges multiple times together. So
how have they been like acting and working actors in the scene?
Yeah, it's like sketchy as to like, because none of them have gone to jail. Yeah, so they're not in prison now. But yeah, everyone's saying, okay, this is fucked up. Why has the film come out?
Probation, community service.
Where they want everyone.
Yeah, 30 days at home, house arrest. It might not actually be put in. You're going to county jail for 18 months or prison for 2 or 3 years.
True.
And then, of course, they could volunteer 2,000 unpaid hours working in a school, perhaps.
Maybe one of them has got really good lawyer.
Yeah. Or they're very good friends with the right
judge.
I mean, sometimes, you know, you have to wrap 2 sticks together and hope for the best.
Chuck a bit of gold in there, Andy. They're yours, so looks like a leprechaun. But yeah, Disney, obviously, why the fuck do they keep hiring pedophiles on and over again? Why do they keep like firing them for controversy and then rehiring them secretly back after? And like over and over again. Everyone's just a bit like, you're a company that's directed majority to children. That's their whole thing, is fairy tales, Disneyland and memorabilia and films. And
well, the predators hunt the watering holes, don't they?
Yes. They go where the kids are at.
That's what they do.
In groups.
Oh my god. What? Wolf packs.
Wolf packs, literally. And it's like the crimes that you read, you don't want to read because you don't want to go there. And it's like, gee, like, come on. But Disney, they've got a lot to answer, and they're so successful, they own everything, so it's like a bit of a thing. talking about them, but at the same time, I don't think any of our business is wrapped up into Disney at all. I don't think they own any of our subscribers, like anyone that we distribute through.
I hope not.
They do, yeah, we're not. There's Disney don't have a podcast platform, so yeah, that I know of, not one that we go through. So
God.
we're free to talk about them.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's coming out. They have them up.
I know, and I can't wait. And this is the fucked up thing.
Fucking selfish. I'm so selfish. Oh my
I'm
God.
so dirty. Oh, but this is what they do. This is what they do. They distract you, and then they do these weird things. Just don't hire pedos. Just straightforward. If they're fiddling the kiddies, report them to the police and
get them
move
out
on.
of there.
But yeah,
We'll accept a replacement. Get them out of there.
yeah. I don't think anyone's boycotted the film. I think the news came out too late.
Sadly, they wouldn't even boycott the film.
Listen,
Disney knew of their convictions when they put them up and they signed them up to the movie. They knew. There's no way. All right, if there is that thin possibility that Disney are not, checking out these people's criminal records and arrest history, then okay, fine. They blindly go based off of, I guess, talent and delivered services.
Yeah.
But that highlights quite a bit of it's a moral dilemma, because it's a question of, and I'm not defending them at all, but the right to privacy. If you show up to wash dishes, you're going to be expected to wash the dishes the best that you can, and get out of there.
Right.
They're not gonna. No employer is going to be interested in the caliber of your personality and the content of you as a being.
A lot of crimes have happened on Disney time, on Disney work properties, on all sorts of stuff. You had the whole controversy with Lion King, with like in the stars it says sex written out. They've actually had to edit that out now in the new copies and the streaming version. There's 2 different versions. Why? Little Mermaid. Why are these new scrubbed versions of old cartoons on Disney made by Disney with like adult themes, pornography?
It's because the conspiracy theorists got in there, plastered it all over YouTube. It's out in the open now, so
but like, why do it? In the words of Kel Mitchell.
Well, honestly, I recall in 1969, I believe, there was a really catastrophic, massive incident.
Right.
I really would not like to replicate that or be involved in any sort of misfortune. So I genuinely have absolutely no idea. That question has gone right above my head. I don't know why it would be edited out.
Yeah, it's very odd.
I personally don't even think that it was in there.
Yeah. I mean, even like Disney Plus, it's not like just kids things, I guess. They've got 2 sides of it. I don't know what's on all the kids' side of it. I've never had a kids' version account of it. But on the adult account, there's all adult, not adult movies, but like American Horror Story and like all those kind of things are on there to watch. Vampire movies, all sorts of movies. If you've got an adult account of it, then you can watch anything. But porn. And I'm sure half them shows are like soft porn, core porn these days anyway.
Everything but porn.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just really odd. And yeah, it don't really make no sense. But I mean, your turn to pick a new topic.
We're just mixing it in the atomizer.
Stir it up.
Zoe Kravitz and Jaden.
Okay, so I do know some about this one, but not all of it. But so Batman, the new Batman, it's Twilight. Sorry, I'm gonna forget people's names.
Robert Pattinson.
Yes, yeah. He's Batman. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
Now that I know he's Batman, I'm not gonna see it.
Okay, well here's the thing, I've seen it now.
Yeah.
And I honestly kept no mind. I saw the trailer last year and I thought, the style of it, I thought yes. The style of it, I was like yes. You couldn't really see him anyway, he's got a mask on. So I was like, alright. And then I watched it and I think it's good. It's a completely different pace. It's a different, it's just hard to describe in a sense of he's not tricked out with the most fucking biggest technologies. He's got I'm not going to spoil it, but he's got good things. Do you know what I mean? But he's young Batman, isn't he? He's He's probably playing 25. I'm sure he's older than that. The Twilight guy. I'm sure he's older than that. He's playing like 25, and yeah. Anyway, we'll get into it. But she, Catwoman, is Zoe Kravitz. So that's Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Okay.
And yeah, so I thought the film was good or whatever. It's definitely worth a watch. Apparently, there's videos coming up because she spoke up about the Chris Rock slap.
Yeah.
And was like, you know, what is this? Is this what we're doing now? Rah, rah, rah. And people said on Twitter, hold on, weren't you all up on Jaden Smith?
Wait, how old is Zoe Kravitz?
Our age, maybe a couple years younger. Late 20s, she's in her late 20s.
Late 20s. How old's Jaden?
Right now, early 20s, but what Twitter's talking about is probably when Jaden was 15.
Okay.
Specifically. And what they've done is bring up videos and photos of like events where she's like being interviewed. There's one where she's been interviewed and then Jaden Smith runs up and crashes the interview and then she's like, oh, he's my date for the night. He's 15 here. And she's like, oh yeah, he's my date for the night. I called him out and he's like, yeah, I had to come out. She asked me to come out, so I had to come out. And she's like, oh my God. I'm just like all over her. I'm like, if you know, like, I forget what age you are and, you know, I talk to you like,
shit.
Yeah, like shit like that.
No. That's a no.
Yeah.
That is a no.
Yeah, so everyone's on her about that one. And it's a girl and a boy, so obviously people usually have a different attitude towards things, but not these days, honestly. I think people are like a bit like, still like, what the fuck?
Equality right now, god damn it. I said right now.
Right now. So that's like 15 and probably like 20, 22 or some shit. Like 15, yeah, like 15 and 22, 23. So that's, not quite.
I don't even add too much to that because it's kind of sounding like the last topic, but at least with this individual, I can say that is downright. Just sit down. Just,
you know what I mean?
You know, slide backwards into the environment.
18, please. And let the person be 18, 19, like before you're even thinking of anything.
California's 21.
Well, here's the thing, obviously sex laws and then drinking laws are different. Obviously, well, even here, I guess. But over there it's drinking 21, drugs 21, whatever, but sex is like 18. I believe. And you're probably different in different states because they've got states out there, obviously. You know how they go. But yeah, everyone's like, meh. So keep your eyes on that one, people.
Right.
Next topic is Jared Leto, Morbius.
Jared Leto, Morbius. I saw the trailer for the movie Morbius.
Yeah.
I mean, the trailer was looking alright. I was thinking, yeah, I might give it a little.
Yeah.
But never got round to it since it got released.
Okay. I have seen it. So.
Yeah.
Did you watch the old Spider-Man cartoon with Morbius?
Yeah, I did.
A white vampire with like suckers on his hands, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then lab coat.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like a scientist or whatever. It's kind of like around the same, but instead of having suckers on his hands, he's like biting people who rip him apart. Blood everywhere, like eating them.
Okay. So they've made him a monster.
Crazy. Yeah, I won't spoil it again, but Jared Leto is, but go on.
If he's the protagonist, is there like a feature from a superhero, or is it just all focused on him and him just eating and killing people until he stops?
Don't want to spoil it, but alright.
Okay. Is it got anything to do with Disney?
Marvel, yeah.
Marvel's
Disney owned Marvel, yeah.
We'll watch it at our discretion.
Yeah. But I think it's out now, like on stream. It's got to be now on streaming stuff because everything is. Batman was out the same week on streaming. That was on Amazon.
The same day.
See? So Morbius will be out. Yeah, it advertised to me on my Xbox. I'm sure it did.
On the topic of that, I felt quite perplexed by my rationing. I saw an individual of a certain persuasion walking with a rather large bag on their back.
Yeah.
And my first thought was, I wonder if they still do the whole, you know, I think it was 3 for £10. When they'd walk in and they'll say words that rhyme, and they'll be like,
Oh yeah.
and because I saw a gentleman of that persuasion.
Got you.
Caught eye contact, and I
Yes.
thought, I wonder.
Sorry, I was slowing up. Taking.
In this day of broadband, is there still like a
Old
school thing?
What is a pub somewhere?
Yeah, like they're just walking in.
See, I don't want to say too much because obviously they're.
Don't say the word.
Right, let me not say nothing.
Don't say the.
No.
We know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If the
But no,
listeners
I'm
pick up-
thinking as well. I'm thinking of their employers. You know who their employers are.
Yeah,
That's what I don't want to say. Can't say that. No, you can't say that.
You can't say that.
But no, I haven't. You can't say that. But I mean, if you grew up in South East London, you know who the fuck they are. Do you know what I mean? You know they like every pub, every corner shop, barbershop. I mean, again, the 3 for £10
here and there.
Yeah, the good likes, not always good quality. Sometimes good quality, good watch. Like I'm sure.
They'll always tell you it's good quality.
Yeah, and if you ask them if they like you, they'll sort you out.
Yeah.
Well, they did. I don't know where they've gone, but yeah, no, I haven't run into none.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was big business though.
I learned way too late in my life that they provided,
yes, that extra
OnlyFans content.
Oh yeah, anything. They get you anything. That's what I mean about the employers. Obviously, that's where it gets dark. And it's like, okay.
But anyway, Jared Leto has a cult.
Because he does these retreats that he gets people, his friends, to pay like thousands for. He goes with like long blonded stitches in a white robe like he's Jesus and like walks around, they all follow him in white and shit. But he's like sitting and doing things with them and whatever, and he said it's a cult on his Twitter, and he said it. But it's like people are getting like tattoos and all sorts of weird shits going on. And he's been done for like sexual assault as well now apparently. And his film just come out.
Basically, sad truth of the world. Everyone's just at it. Just at it. Pow, 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 pow.
Pow.
Just at it all over the place.
Yeah, anyone could get it. But
oh my God.
Apparently.
Allegedly.
But yeah, what's the next topic?
No. I had asked everyone.
Sorry people, I'm eating a Pringle because I've just got the sudden taste for one.
I gotta admit, yeah, I've got the very topic that I asked that we didn't go on to. Monkeypox has come up, so yeah, depending on what direction this trailer thought goes, I'm probably gonna sit out of this conversation because I've got to protest the topic. It's too much. I've asked already. Leave us alone. We're working things out. It's not easy. Just taking hits.
I never even asked for much information from Google, but when I wrote in monkeypox, I got so much information at once. I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" Do you know what I mean? What do you mean? Monkeypox?
Monkeypox, What do you mean? What do you mean monkeypox?
Yeah,
what do you mean? Like chicken pox? But from the monkeys? So let me just try and follow this yellow brick road.
Because
right?
had you heard of it before? I haven't.
I didn't hear about Ebola before either, but then I heard, they're eating bushmeat out there. Now,
well, they've always eaten bushmeat. Why would they suddenly get sick from bushmeat?
We've always eaten bushmeat. Come on.
They need to do one.
So we got Ebola from bushmeat, and then now, there's been the C word all over the world, and now originating from this continent again, we now have monkeypox. So, if I recall correctly, at one particular point in time, whether this is true or not true, it was put out there in a particular continent that a certain bug infection ending with V originated in Africa.
Right.
From intimacy with great apes. And then from this, it's now gone down the yellow brick road to we are now in the Ebola era where, they've been eating the great apes. So we've got the Ebola. Now, we're going to transgress further
Eating, you know.
to they cuddle with the great apes, so they've got the monkeypox.
Oh, please.
Because I mean, by my ignorant logic, chickenpox. You fraternize with someone who's got chickenpox, you get chickenpox. You know, you sleep with dogs, you catch fleas.
Right.
So is this where monkeypox is coming from? And I'm supposed to not beg to just leave my continent alone.
Because
Just leave it alone.
here's the first news I saw, right, and it was, I don't know, probably the Mirror, and it was like monkeypox, la la la, and he said, so in the UK there's at that time 20 cases. Don't know what it is now. Apparently way more. 20 cases, yeah, and it said it's been isolated from a passenger that came from Nigeria, and this is when it's like
Leave my
What?
continent alone. No,
it's just like.
censorship ban. I'm putting a ban.
I smell it was foul. The smell was foul, but I smelled something off.
It's a fucking injunction. You don't kick people when they're down. It's not it's not as
How
funny
can
as
you
it
say
sounds.
that? Oh yeah, we've got some monkeypox. So from Nigeria, you can't even say those things. Do you know what I mean? That's not acceptable. And this has been put out as fact. This has been put out as like there's something new here, and this is where it's come from. Yeah. Here's the next line. Was it the UK Health Authority is making notification to bisexual and gay men, and then it goes something about because monkeypox hasn't been associated with sexual transmission as a sexual transmitted disease, but there is known to be some research, you know, connecting the two. But what? But then I was like, but why are you reaching out to certain people about that? That's very odd. Obviously, there is other diseases that we just said, you know, that they said originated from, you know, Africa and all these bullshit stories. And then, and then later on, obviously, in the 80s and stuff, it was predominantly gay people. And I don't think lesbians, I think men. Which, again, didn't really ever make any sense whatsoever. Because humans are humans. If you catch the flu, I can catch the flu. We've all got the flu. If a HIV man sleeps with a woman, she's got it now too. If he sleeps with a man, he's got it. It never really made sense. But that's what I saw. So I saw the Nigeria thing, and I saw that, and I was like, okay, what else are you going to say that's so particular about this disease that's just turned up here? Like,
Yeah, man. Leave my continent alone. Leave it alone.
oh, have you seen the pictures of the monkeypox?
Yeah, it looks like what? Blisters?
Yeah, like a spot.
A patch of blisters.
Yeah. Acne.
What is it supposed to kill you?
They're acting like it's bad. Like it's bad.
So it could potentially just be
A skin
chickenpox
thing.
on steroids.
Yeah.
It fills up with pus. Don't pop it. Bear the pain. Take the antibiotics.
Did you have chickenpox when you was a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Got it out of the way.
I had that. That shit was itchy though.
I just remember being slathered with aqueous. They just would rub aqueous everywhere, and I was like, oh.
For me, it was
Why?
that shit that turns white. That calomel
Yeah, it's that as
lotion.
well. Oh.
Oh, that was horrible.
And you think, yeah, I can get to stay off school, and then you're like, oh no, it's just how I got to live for like the next week.
I've got a feeling I got hit with chickenpox in the holidays, and I was at home anyway.
Oh shit!
I don't think I got to be off school.
Oh shit! My condolences.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. Monkeypox. Leave my fucking continent alone. Leave it alone.
They're just doing the most
Leave it alone.
with the least.
That's enough.
Right. Last hot topic before we go to a sneaky ad break. Right. So we've got Ray J, Brandy, and Jack Harlow.
No, I don't know. I don't recognize that lineup.
Quite good one to finish with.
What did they do? Oh shit. I think I figured it out.
Okay.
I figured it out.
What do you think?
Jack Harlow didn't know that Ray J and Brandy are brother and sister.
Yeah, that's half of it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
then it's spurred off into something else, and it's gone deep with Ray J particularly. Yeah, and then Brandy still. Yeah, it's like what? Jack Harlow gets opt out of it, and then it's turned into a whole nother thing, and it's like, well, how did we? But yeah, he didn't know. I think it was a Hot 97 interview. He didn't know that Ray J and Brandy were siblings. Because then they played a track and said, this is Ray J's sister. But he didn't know who was singing. So he didn't even know who Brandy was.
Okay, that's possible.
To even know who
It's a matter of demographic.
the relative. Right. That's what everyone's saying, yeah.
I got caught out by this today, this very right now, just before we started recording, there's a particular artist that I had no exposure to.
Yeah, I've never heard any of Jack Harlow's music either.
Oh no, I have. I've heard Jack Harlow. You know,
I was like, who's that?
Glamorous. He remixed Glamorous and then something else, but he's over there.
Oh, what, the Fergie one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I play it.
Is it good? Or is it not good?
I mean, I enjoy it for the nostalgia.
Okay.
It's a remix.
Yeah.
But you know, 7 Streeter. Now, earlier today, I had no idea who she was.
Oh yeah, 7.
I got caught out by possibly not being in the demographic. So if Jack Harlow doesn't know who Brandy is,
but I mean,
it's kind of understandable because he wouldn't have watched Moesha, he wouldn't have watched anything that she was in.
Well, that's what everyone was saying. You haven't seen her in Moesha, you haven't seen her in you ain't seen her in anything. She's Cinderella, for fuck's sake. Like, you ain't seen her in anything. They were like, he was like a bit like,
That wasn't his media.
Yeah,
it's not his influence.
But the India Irie is the one who got up and said, like, who the fuck is this white boy? How, in not knowing one who Brandy is, because he's in rap and because he's around black people all the time, apparently. And then saying, like, Ray J's, like, she's not Ray J's sister, or even though she's Ray J's sister, everyone knows Ray J as Brandy's brother. At least if you're our age, that's Brandy's brother. That's Silly Brandy's little brother. And then, now I guess the younger people, it's like, oh, that's Ray J's sister because Ray J's a mess. And he's popular.
But Ray J's popular right now. Brandy's not so much.
Well,
I mean,
she's a legend now. I guess she's cemented. She don't really have to be out there. Not like that anymore.
You don't have to be doing no PR. You're not on. If you show up on a TV screen, it's because you're featuring. You're there for the one-off. You're there.
The albums come around every 4 years.
You're not scrambling for viewings and keeping a spot on a TV show. Come on now. And then let's not forget he's got the Klansman. Ray J's got the Klansman behind him, using him as PR and dragging him all over the place. So, yeah, man, it's 2 different circumstances.
I haven't tried his headphones yet. I will one day.
Yeah.
Raycon
Global.
Raycon Global.
Raycons.
$29.95 or some shit.
Get your Raycons, man.
Get your motherfucking Raycons. China owned.
Hey, this is free advertisement. Let's not
cut that check. But yeah, like, what happened was Brandy posted a thing and everyone thought it was back Jack Harlow, but it's not. She said a separate thing. She said basically she was smoking on his own beats. Like, it's not even a thing. Like, who is this boy, whatever. But then she posted a thing saying, don't push people who are loyal any further, or something. And it's like a forest. And then she's tagged her brother, her dad, her mum, her brother, her dad, and herself. Apparently that's to the Kardashians.
Whoa. What she publicly called out the clan?
Yeah. And she wrote underneath it, he only needs one sister. Because he's only got one sister, and there's got like Kardashians, they got like 18 million sisters. It's like, I was trying to count them, but then I think I fucked up.
I think there's 5, or is there 6? There's 5 or 6.
All right, count them. What's Kim Kardashian? So Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, Kourtney Kardashian, Lips one, Kylie, Kendall,
so there's 5,
and then Rob Kardashian, but he's a brother.
You calling him a sister?
Oh, yeah.
Don't call him a sister. That's not nice.
He's a brother, I guess.
Wait, he's a brother wife. Like, you know how sister wives, but nah, come on. I don't know. It don't work.
Lost relative.
That's our second cousin.
Black China's baby daddy, which is nuts.
Right. She lost the thing, you know.
Yeah,
she lost that case.
How? Because she was trying to say she lost work because of them.
She lost work because of herself.
The TV show. Because of herself. That's what the judge says.
No, come on, respectfully, yeah. Rob Kardashian, I swear when he was still with her, he hadn't like quite gotten fat. Yeah, he was still Rob Kardashian.
In the beginning, I think.
Yeah. So this individual's gone from being Rob Kardashian to being Rob Kardashian.
Yeah.
And
he has a sock line.
He lost you work when he passes by in places. He is himself. He's living his life according to
yeah.
his
You can go anywhere, I guess they'll treat him like.
Yeah, he's all right.
Well.
He's lovely.
Mm.
Nah. I mean, even if he did, he carried himself well enough that he's not going to inspire suspicion. But
because they had a reality show, I think, for one season, and then it got cancelled. But apparently, it's because the Kardashians cancelled it with the network. And yeah, like blatantly. And she was like, "I'm going to sue you for that," and then I guess she's suing them for that.
Yeah.
But they split up anyway. The show was called Robbing Chyna. If you're not with Rob no more, what they're going to film the
Robbing
breakup?
Chyna. Say it again. Robbing Chyna.
Robbing Chyna.
Oh my God, it's Robbing
Shit,
Chyna.
It predestined it.
I think to be fair with him, yeah. Like, she thought she hit a lick. It didn't pan out. Sometimes it gets like that.
Yeah.
I obviously I'm not talking about myself, but
She tried.
You know, I knew someone way back when they showed up somewhere. Had something with them, you know. Like, all right, yeah. So you're gonna do this for me, and you're gonna give me this amount, yeah. All right, yeah. They go they left with nothing. Not a
thing.
Not a penny.
I mean, she did get some checks off of them.
Yeah, there's been better finesses.
They elevated her shit. Let's be real.
They did. If she said she knew the Rolls Royce Phantom before, now she definitely knows the Rolls Royce Phantom.
She had her own show.
Yeah, come on.
On that Zeus network that has all the ghetto, like, what is it? Bad Girls Club and shit.
Yeah. Shaking yash. You're just there shaking
Bitches
yash.
fighting, and fighting each other. Basically. Yeah. But
she threw a drink on me.
Yeah, so basically Brandy's calling out the Kardashians because of this sex tape thing. Raider's saying it's all a lie.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. The mum knew all along and they orchestrated it.
Because they've never said it. It's just been a rumour up until now.
See, I never even knew of no rumours, you know. I thought, up till this point, yeah, like, in that era, my mind had interpreted it as it got leaked, it's a leak. And
they caught it.
Yeah.
And monetized it.
Yeah.
But nah,
it's like Mimi. You know Mimi on the show?
Mimi Fowles, but she did so ghetto. Like, everyone knew it was her.
Yo, that was anyway, I'm not bringing up old shit,
but yeah, like, he's saying, I've had enough of the blame. He said it was from the beginning a complete thing. He joked about it in a conversation with Kim. Kim went, "Oh my God, we should, because Paris did one." Difference is Paris actually didn't have nothing to do with it. Still doesn't with her own. That was complete, like, her ex-boyfriend. He even said it on the camera. So, and sold it one night in Paris. We remember if you're in your 20s, well, you'll know.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, it was her idea. Took it to her mum. Blah blah blah. Business. Ray J said he's lost deals. His reputation was ruined. Like, you know, for leaking it on her, the reputation, and all the white people going, "You can't do that. That's revenge porn." Porn. We're gonna blacklist you. Don't matter if you're like, settled the deal or worked it out. Apparently, they've made 50 million between themselves.
You know, if
since it come out.
You know, if this happened today,
yeah,
Ray J would literally be another fallen brother to the dark side. He'll be on the wing with R. Kelly right now. Just
for real.
Revenge points. Hit him with a quick 7. you do a quick 7. Take that.
And when she's saying, part of the sex tape was out, Kanye got it, brought it to her. Oh, but it just turned out to be her in the cafe and this shit the day before. Well, Ray J saying that's all a lie.
Yeah. I thought that was fake.
It's made up. And they're known for that. They are known for, like, making shit up and refilming shit and making out, like, recreations of shit.
I was kind of hoping, that there actually was a third tape.
Same.
And it was like maybe a bit of the off cuts or a bit of something, you know, little.
But she's on her show crying about it, like, "Oh my God, this can't happen to me again."
I saw a clip of her fighting with one of her sisters. They were swinging.
I love that. But yeah, so Brandy's like, "Don't fucking try it," because Brandy also had a thing with Kim where Kim robbed Brandy, obviously, and her mum with her credit cards years and years ago. Yeah. They robbed 160 grand from Brandy's black card. Kim did, and her mum did, to fund the little clothing stores that they had on the show, and it got settled in court.
Yeah,
and it's been lost to time. So Brandy's already been tried by the Kardashians.
Okay.
herself.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. So it's like an old shit, new shit.
Yeah, they got history. This ain't their first rodeo.
No. And Kim was Brandy's assistant as well back in the day. Yeah.
So Ray J was fucking the help.
Yes, that's how they met.
Ah.
And Whitney Houston is apparently, allegedly, at the same time.
And Whitney Houston.
When Whitney, rest in peace,
Yeah.
she was with Ray J.
She was knocking. They were knocking the boots.
He was with her earlier that day.
Oh.
And Brandy worships Whitney.
Mm.
But yeah, that was a thing. That's not allegedly.
Damn. Ray J's lethal like that.
Yeah.
Just piping them.
Capricorn.
Just piping them out.
He handles it and keeps it moving.
Nah, you know what, Ray J, we salute you.
Hey.
You know, you got paid. You got paid. You did your thing.
Yeah, you flipped it on them.
But there's, you know, as men, we all know there's consequences to our actions. So you got to bear yours. But
it's not all publicity, I guess. They'll go searching up the thing now again. Their profits will boost. I'm sure that's what she was really doing. Come on, you're talking about your own investment. You own that shit.
yeah,
It's available to buy and watch.
it's true. It's yours.
The same company. I'm not going to say the name. I mean, we said Disney Plus, so why not say their fucking name?
Nah,
Vivid Entertainment. Vivid Entertainment. Okay, come on. But yeah. I mean, that's the last hot topic. I mean, kind of sick of talking about the Kardashians, but they're always that's all anyone wants to hear about. Apparently,
Marketing 101, marketing mastermind.
trust me. Expose them all. That's what I was saying.
Absolute unit.
But yeah, we're gonna go to an ad break. So thanks for coming back, and we'll be right back.
Streaming now, the new audio drama and upcoming book series, Starlight. Join Fox and the crew navigate new challenges among the stars, traveling to new worlds and facing the deadly Rephaim. Warping to you twice a month, featuring a range of talented voices and narrated by musician and author of the series, Saint. Listen now on Samsung, Audible, Spotify, and more. See you on board, Starlighters.
Welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Moe Vader, and
Me, Saint.
we are now into the wonderful, wonderful Vex segment.
Loves it.
It's the slanderous, the insatiable, the problematic, the honest, and downright uncensored Vexxed moments.
Love it, absolutely love it. So, should I go first or will you?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right, lovely. Now, I don't know if you've been watching B. Simone's podcast.
See, I have actually seen a couple of them. It's with her best friend in it.
Okay.
A manager. She not manager, but she like her right hand woman.
All right. So,
Megan,
yeah. Now, I came across a clip from the podcast, and I'll admit that I haven't watched the whole episode.
Yeah.
But the excerpt that I saw, B. Simone focuses on the conduct of Martin Luther King
Jr.
Jr.
Yeah.
On with the focal point being that he cheated on his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's not, well, let's just say the light in which that she spoke of him, it was to diminish perhaps his shine or diminish his achievements within society.
What now? Like,
Yeah, on the podcast. I don't know if it's the most recent episode.
wow.
Maybe, if I
Well,
remember.
they've only been going for like a month, so
Well, if I remember, I promise I will update. I'm going to watch the whole podcast,
yeah.
get an understanding and the context in which it was said,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll update on that. But
Was she saying it like an expose, like it's something new?
not expose, but saying it like, was he a good man if
Because he cheated.
he cheated on his wife? Yeah, he did all this and
Well,
all
he was
that.
also a Christian, but he cheated on his wife.
Precisely. I mean,
You can be one thing and also
I'm sure somewhere within the doctrine, somewhere within the the scriptures and such things, there is characters that have changed, adapted, transformed, and they've improved.
yeah, in the Abrahamic religions, I guess, Christian, Jewish, and Muslim. I guess they Don't mind a little bit of a cross pollination.
You know, that's it. That's what came to mind. Came to mind today as my Vexxed segment.
But what do you think? Is she getting at something, or is she just like tripping?
You know what? Perhaps it's my prejudice, but the context in which I saw the clip, it was like you're focused in his private business as opposed to the achieved privilege that has got you sitting on a podcast popular on national and international TV, on YouTube. Really, you've got the rights that in part was not achieved solely by him, but achieved by the movement.
Right.
And as whether he was the mastermind or he was a figurehead, whatever, however it's dressed up, that individual has achieved something that. Have you walked a mile in his shoes? Yeah. But fair enough.
Just the influence alone.
Yeah.
Outside of his work, just people being inspired. The fact that he even did that shit. Malcolm X was the next kind of same time, but inspiration level. Who since? Al Sharpton. What do you think of him? He's not a Martin Luther King.
I respect his movement, his marketing, but I wouldn't.
He has cheapened himself, hasn't he, over the years?
Yeah,
like the Simpsons character and that.
I wouldn't put them in the same like. But detractors would come out and say, well, before the movement, Malcolm X was pimping, and we'll hop out.
We've all got past.
Yeah, literally. I'm sure Al Sharpton might have,
slapped a hoe allegedly. Or two.
This is of course
hypothetical.
Not even hypothetical. This is fallacies. There's no substance.
Delusions of the imagination.
Was the Yellow Brick Road.
But I mean, she's probably character. She's thinking if you cheat on someone, that's your character done. Like, you're not the man I thought you were. And she's clearly like her. But I don't want to say it, but I like, because I don't remember everything that they say in the podcast, but I'm sure the Megan girl who's married, I'm not sure if her husband has cheated on her, but there was, I don't know, a vibe of maybe like she's had to forgive and get over it. I don't know. I don't want to be 100%, but I got that vibe. So if your best mate has got over it,
I'll be honest with you, I
got over it too.
I wasn't there.
Yeah. I wasn't there. Who did it?
I don't know.
It was a friend of mine.
Oh shit! You know what? Yeah. I recently heard "Good Loving" by Ludacris and Miguel, and I'm fucking loving it right now. I'm singing at the top of my lungs.
I haven't heard that. Ludacris. I was thinking about it even after that. I wonder what Ludacris up to now. I wonder if he's still in at Fast and Furious. He was in Fast and Furious, wasn't he?
Yeah.
In the beginning.
I think so. I got to be honest with you, yeah.
And they're swapping for Tyrese.
You see? I swear they brought him back in.
Ludacris.
I don't know.
They've had about 20 of them now.
Yeah, it's true.
The last one I remember was Tokyo Drift. It's the last one I paid attention to. The Japanese one.
That's the same for me.
And the soundtrack was sick on that as well.
What?
Fast and Furious. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Nah, you know what? That's the last one that actually stood out.
Yeah.
I think I've watched some of the later ones. Watched one when there was a Miami bridge or something. There was a helicopter in a bridge. That's the last one. Oh wait, and there's one where this guy he falls off of a plane, dies, but then he doesn't die. He comes back in the next movie.
Oh wow.
I don't know. It's a mess. They milked it. Well done to them. Well done.
I heard they go to space.
Yeah. I think they're going to space in this one. This very new movie. It's Fast and Furious Lunar Excursions.
Yeah, please did it after this, please. Do a cartoon or something. Milk it that way.
They might have.
Innit?
They might have.
Some CGI shit. Like, there was an Action Man series, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was.
So,
but it got overshadowed by
Dr. X.
the whole Max Payne movement.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it was Max Steel, not Max Payne. Max Steel.
Yes, Max Steel. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we're old.
Yeah, I've gone blank.
But yeah, Martin Luther. No, B. Simone, you're wrong on that one. Sorry, love. Because Martin Luther King's still Martin Luther King. What have you done lately? Because black people, what weren't that black artist saying that you ripped her off in some sort of motivational booklet? I don't know, but that's what I read. So who knows who's done what? But no, not with you on that one. But yes, my Vex moment is Mother Teresa. All this stuff about Mother Teresa.
What did she do?
So obviously she's known as like a saint now.
Oh, she's a saint. So has she died?
Yeah.
Oh, she died.
I think in like 2016.
Oh.
I remember hearing her dying, but I don't know when. I don't remember when. It's weird. But yeah, Mother Teresa was like, when we were growing up, she was always on the news, isn't it? Always doing something.
Yeah.
And she was like known as the helper of the homeless or whatever in Calcutta.
Yeah.
See, I always thought she was Italian. Didn't you?
No, is she from Argentina?
Macedonia, which is Ukraine. Is it Ukraine? No, not Ukraine.
Macedonia? Wait, Macedonia is a country, isn't it? It's like...
But still.
Maybe not... actually, let's fact check.
Yeah,
this is a whole nation and we don't...
And I know my geography, but Macedonia, I'm a bit blurred.
It sounds like Italy, don't it? The Balkans.
Eastern Europe, yeah, that's it.
It's in the Balkans. What's the Balkans? Let's get it up. Right. North Macedonia, a country in Europe.
See, I don't know if it's because of the Catholic thing or because you couldn't really tell where she was from.
Right, boom. North Macedonia borders on Kosovo, Serbia, Bulgaria, Greece, Albania. It is landlocked on 5 neighboring nations.
Wow.
And here, if you have a look there, you can see
Macedonia. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, the world's a big place, so sometimes we don't catch. I don't know all the countries, I'm going to say, but yeah, I missed that one.
Yes,
but yeah,
Macedonia.
And they say Mother Teresa from Calcutta because when she decided to be a nun or leave her nunnery, it was in India. So, but yeah, there's like this 3-part series on her by Sky News, and I watched it. First of all, it was like, it's called For the Love of God ?
Oh, goodness me. What?
So I thought, wow, this is going to be cutthroat. So I thought, let me watch it.
Yeah.
And it turns out that, so obviously her story is she became a nun, left Macedonia when there's some sort of some war, or during the war.
As in,
because she
the second one.
She died at like 86 or almost 90, and that was like
that means
quite a little while ago.
That means that's the second one. That's the one that
yeah,
Germany doesn't really talk about too much.
Right.
Yeah, they were all on holiday.
Yeah. So when she was young, scooped up or whatever, and she became a nun, went to India, decided her call from God wasn't to be from like helping with the nuns, it would be to help all the people on the street homeless or whatever. So she went and bought the white sari with the blue whatever because it was the cheapest one, and then she walked around and basically would get food and just help like in general. And then more nuns, more women would follow her and buy the same sari and all walk around in the thing. And then she got one place which is like a hospice, but it's called Home for the Dying back then. And when you go in, it's just a big warehouse, open warehouse with mats on the floor, just people dying like.
Oh shit.
So it's like, that's how bad it was back then in India and Calcutta specifically. Yeah. And they're all like diseased and dying and maimed and stuff. And their whole thing was we want them to have comfort when they're dying. So that's our call from God, is for you to have comfort when you're dying, you're suffering. Soon it's going to be over. I want you to at least be like covered from the rain if it rains, or like be fed. They'll feed them, and I think give out inoculations as well.
So did they actually try to stop death or prevent like
No, because they're not medical doctors or nothing. They're just...
So what are these nuns just picking the mattresses up and the bodies and walking them out whilst the rest of the living is there just looking at them like... Oh.
As unfortunate as it is, probably, yeah. Probably. They probably stunk and was ripe and...
Do you know someone at some point dropped off at that mattress and rolled down to the floor, just eyes open, looking at the next person?
When I say warehouse, like that's the vibe of the inside, but it was obviously in a building. It was in a building, but no, like that was their thing.
Is this like completely confirmed and true?
I've seen it with my own eyes now. So yeah, it's old videos, old everything, and it just shows our whole story. And I remember obviously when you see glimpses of growing up, you think, oh yeah, I remember was it Pavarotti? Like when he did a big thing, I remember it being on TV and her doing like a speech and things like that. But yeah, so that's how they started, and then they got more homes, and then an American documentary maker said, I'm gonna go and like film her. Yeah. Filmed her, did the thing, brought it back. They played it on like a late night show. She got big. Yeah. Started traveling the world, being Mother Teresa. Everyone's giving money. Yeah. All around the world, celebrities, everyone, millions. Yeah. 50 million a year she was making. Turning over, should I say. Her charity that still exists is called Mission of Charities. Okay. Some people call it a cult because it's a Catholic, obviously driven thing, and basically like they'll wear arm pennants. So that's like a wire around your arm that you put on like an arm bracelet, but it's got like spikes in it, and it's obviously to cause pain and suffering. Ooh. So their thing is suffering.
So they chastise.
Yeah. Essentially,
like Silas,
yeah,
like Silas,
walking around with that all day, like leading or something, and like because they consider themselves brides of Christ. Obviously, they're nuns, like the nuns. Anyway, so she's getting all this money. When people are dying, because she's got so much renown, everyone sees her as a saint. People are leaving their properties to her in their wills, and like,
oh, she's the landlord.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, people were saying, with all this money you're getting, why aren't you helping the poor? You're still just got houses of like hospices and dying people. The conditions honestly ain't that much better. So
to this day,
over 400 around the world.
So to this day, she's just assisting people in death. She's not.
Well, she's dead now. So.
Oh,
charity still exists though.
In her stead. Yeah. The mission is to continue. Easy. So, okay, is it that they specialize in terminal conditions, or could someone walk in off the street saying
off the street? Yeah, they go in the ghetto and like walk around. And someone needs, if you're like ill and dying, they'll take you there. And
do they feed them?
Yes, feed them, babe. Like they look after you like a hospital, but just with no medical care. They inoculate you. And one of the reasons is what that was an issue was they were not sterilizing their needles properly.
Yeah. Oh shit! They were sharing needles.
Like using the same needles, like it was a bit of equipment that you reuse. Doing stuff like on children that were there, like if they've got polio, like putting weights on their legs to stretch their legs out, and people who grew up in those orphanages that were owned by the Mission of Charities.
I need to go.
And they're now like they grew up as Londoners because they were dropped off from all different parts like the world, and it's weird to them because they're like, she did help us. But at the same time, she wasn't like the sweet and lovely grandma everyone thinks she is. She's stern, tough, direct person.
Yeah, I need to go and have a look at this because this is shocking.
Shocking. But it gets worse. So at a certain point, she got so big. Obviously, the Vatican got involved, and it's like, well done, praise her, and all of this, and start using her essentially to like send her around the world for certain things that they want to put their interest in. Yeah. She was so fucking influential that the Palestinian and like the war in the Middle East that's been ongoing for fucking who knows how long.
Yes, I've heard of that one.
Peace in Middle East and stuff. Yeah. So she back in the 90s heard of an orphanage there where it's like in the bad part of town it got crashed down part of it and the kids were in there dying like trapped. No one was doing nothing about it.
Okay.
So she was heard of this, flew into the war zone. Yeah. And because this is basically her personality, I'm going there, this is what I'm doing. Yeah. So she took all her nuns or her whole thing there. And then basically convinced the army to take her in, but at the same time spoken to like the UN everyone and said, call a ceasefire.
Oh,
right? No, like officially say it like to these two countries and say Mother Teresa.
yeah,
So call a ceasefire.
yeah.
Yeah, and they did.
Okay.
The next morning they ceased fire. And she went in with a little fucking mission. Well, not little, really. What am I talking about? We're talking about millions of assets at this point and fucking like houses and nuns across the world. But anyway, gone in, got the orphans, took them out to take them back to their homes. And this is live on television, fucking world news and whatever.
Yeah.
Where'd them children go in? To them scabby fucking houses that you've got, that you've not done nothing in. There's no medical care. You could have built hospitals at this point with the money you've got.
Yeah.
Hospitals. And where's the money? She's fucking giving it to the Vatican Church.
What, all of the money she's giving it to the Vatican?
Where else is it? Unless they're still in her charities, they still have all that money. We're talking billion at this point, like one more. At this, she was 40 years active.
Where's this money? Where's this money at, man?
Gets worse. She
Gold Rogers chest.
Yeah. The road to motherfucking El Dorado. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
But yeah, it gets worse. So what she did in that ceasefire thing, she did the same thing. She would do the same thing for like certain hand-picked people, right?
Yeah.
Guess who these people were? One of them includes Robert Maxwell, good old Jizzy's dad.
Yeah.
Tycoon, whatever.
Yeah.
Who else? The one who owned all the other newspapers, I can't remember his name.
Please
but he
don't
was
say,
like...
Please don't.
Yeah.
The one that starts with...
I think it is, yeah. Yes, yeah. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all of them apparently like got like convicted and been in court and for child sex crimes and all these things. And then dictators, all sorts of people, right, who would buy her these houses and give her money and support her thing, and like they'd go and meet her and she'd be like, oh, Jesus would forgive you, so I forgive you, and how convenient.
If a house is owned by a particular person and something takes place in that house, isn't that facilitation? Isn't it like not a farmhouse, but isn't there something a bit untoward or a certain concentration?
Anything can go on. And apparently there were so many issues going on that it's impossible to track, because they wouldn't track anything. Also, they've never had to I don't know if they do now, but back then they never had to publicly file their tax, like anything. Everyone else did. Why didn't they? Well, because she's Mother Teresa. That's odd. She just gets this weird pass, like.
Yeah.
But she did that, like getting involved and calling for innocence for really, really terrible people, getting them off successfully. One of them was like this Vatican deacon or whatever, and because the Vatican High Council gave permission, said to her, no, don't believe none of it. He's been convicted multiple times, and even I think got off of jail sentences for like having male servants and like children, male boys who would like do everything, even to all the work he did for her. He was her personal confessional. Went around the world with her.
Yeah.
Why has he always got a random kid with him? Please, in all the photos of
Does he?
a random kid, and everyone is saying, "Oh, it was like, he's meant to be his assistant in the church and like his understudy or what?"
His understudy.
He would
Understudy,
take care of him during the day, take care of him at night, because they've since come out as victims and said this is what he did. Basically, she got them all off basically, and even their crimes continued for like decades. Oh, Mother Teresa, you had to ruin it, didn't you, love? But my thing is this, look, half of this, apparently, because obviously we didn't have the internet as strong as it was for the 40 years she was doing her stuff, she was just on the news, on the TV, on the radio, whatever exposure.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have been updated, but a lot of this stuff was kind of been boiling and bubbling for 40 years, a long time. So it's been out there in certain veins, I guess.
Would it be topics that were controlled by mass media? So
yeah.
It's not like it would get out. I mean, the story's sitting on a desk somewhere. There's a file about it. Yeah.
That people know, they've experienced it, they've, maybe talked about it, and it'd be out there a little bit, but not mass public opinion. But this is mass public. And also, my girl's dead.
Yeah, it's true. You let them rest. You let them rest once they've been called.
Yeah. And obviously, this documentary is to make money. Obviously, it's also to anger the church because she's a saint in the Catholic Church, so the Catholics are not going to be happy.
Where's the money at?
Where's the money at? Yeah. Why are you telling our business, foul?
Just me, man. Where's the money at?
And then, yeah, her charity right now, they do, like every time they play a segment, 3-parter, they give this statement that comes from the mission of charity. Is talking about, you know, you're just trying to defame her, and we had no idea what the men were doing, and if Mother Teresa knew about it, you know, she would pray for them.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I won't denounce the power of prayer, but the I don't know whether to
wash clean them crimes and that filth.
Yeah,
only Jesus himself could do that. Because
that's not for me. That's not for me to.
Yeah.
No.
I would say watch it because it just goes to show you how distorted. It's like, for me, in my head, I just seen a glamorous house, but when you open it up and inside, it's rotten and empty and dark, and that's kind of what her thing was. And it profited like majorly.
By the sounds of things, I've got to check out this Mother Teresa documentary.
Yeah.
The new Batman and
Morbius. Morbius.
Okay.
The Doctor Strange, if you feel like it, but I feel bad now. I like watching it because I need to see it again, essentially, because it wasn't a good.
Do you know what? Oh, now that you say that, do you remember the guy with the feet thing?
Oh, Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
Oh my days. He like he could get his whole own episode. He's wow. Like I've got a thing from the Amanda Show, all the way up until iCarly and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Britney's little sister. Those rumors. He's deep. Yeah, that one. And he's I think just got an award or something. Nickelodeon.
You know what? This is taking such a dark. This is crazy.
But why are they out here doing this? Like, why do we know these things? It's just not. It's not fair.
It's not. It's disgusting.
It's not.
It's a violation, man. I don't know.
Something's got to happen. Something's really got. There's got to be like a grouped effort. No, you can't trust anything these days. Every time an organisation starts up, it gets corrupted within 10.5 milliseconds.
Yeah.
From the inside out. From the head down.
Cancerous.
Insidious.
There we go. That's more appropriate. It's more appropriate.
But none of that round here, mate. None of that round here. No.
I don't know. I don't even know how we can turn it around.
I'm trying to think of someone who's done like something really positive recently. Colin Kaepernick's I think his TV show about him growing up.
Yeah.
He's won awards for that.
Okay.
Like for someone I think who got fired essentially for protesting, has never been hired again in football.
Yeah, it's true.
As a creative, he's done quite well. Yeah. Well, I think his shoes, TV show, graphic novel.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay. Well, yeah, man.
That's a positive.
That's a positive. It's something.
That's
something better than.
I know. Yeah.
What they're getting up to.
Yeah. We'll try and find some good. Do you know what? I was thinking of an app, but there's already one. It's just not that good. Like just an app for good news.
Yeah.
It's a news app, but just good news.
Do you know what? There's going to be some extremists out there that's literally going to live on just the good news.
Walking through wow, this world is so amazing. Wow.
Oh my God.
Look at all the things that's going on.
Inflation's gone up 45%.
Oh my days, I read. I only come aware of that 2 days ago. I was like, excuse me? Yeah. In this country?
No, I don't think it's 40% here.
No, it's 20% here. And it's going to be 40 next door. Like they're saying, like, that's the forecast soon, is we're going into a recession.
You know what? That is a very worrying fact because in the history of democratic, so-called capitalist nations, nations with economies, when inflation hits that level, you start carrying wheelbarrows of money. And if you're not carrying wheelbarrows of money, then goodness me, I mean...
Have you noticed everything's more expensive, or is it just me?
No, everything is more expensive. I've noticed.
Like everything.
Yeah, everything. Everything you're going to pay the price.
And why does delivery want to charge me £4 for delivery, please?
Do you know what? To be fair with you, delivery has, in my opinion, always been one of the more expensive service charge. Like,
I used to pay a tenner, I think. Is it every month? And you never have to pay then for delivery.
Yeah.
But of all the subscriptions I manage, that's not one I'm going to think of really. So I just never kept up with it.
Yeah.
But when Just Eat like is doing 99p deliveries, who do you think you are?
It's true. I mean, unless you're looking for a specific restaurant that is contracted to delivery, then there's options.
Yeah, that new app's quite good. I mean, we've said so many companies now. I feel like I might as well add another.
Yeah, we can't keep plugging.
Not for free.
For free.
Not for free, mate.
Take me to dinner.
You might get something. Yes, we won't let you go empty-handed around here. But we're going to go and do one now. It's the end of the show. So come back next time for a new episode. Follow us on social media at Vexxed Uncensored. And yes, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Catch us soon.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Have you ever wanted your own podcast, solo or with your co-host? Follow us on Instagram at Vexxed Art Brands and send us a message. We look forward to discussing your amazing ideas. You never know what could happen.